And good evening, and welcome to another, what should we call it, ritual humiliation. Um, is my microphone a little bit loud? Let's turn that down a little bit. Um, well, yesterday we had a look at the first stories video that I did on the channel. A little bit less than, a little bit, well, 11 months ago, 23 months ago. Which was highly embarrassing. Very, very beginner's video. I critiqued it, especially the incredibly bad acting. That was um, Dawnguard. I was doing the Dawnguard DLC and hadn't quite decided whether it was going to be a gameplay video or a stories video. And gradually, it sort of morphed into the stories videos. Gradually morphed into the stories video, where it was more storytelling and role playing. There was a lot to critique on the on the editing side. And the Dawnguard was a 10-part series. Now, this one we're about to watch, this was really the main turning point. Yeah, Dawnguard I did in 10 videos, and then I did the Blood on the Ice. Is that what it's called? The murder mystery. I should have looked that up beforehand, shouldn't I? I suppose I could Google it now. No, I'm not going to do that. And when I was editing it, because it was a 3-part thing. When I was editing it, I got to a final scene, and I got to the final scene, and I knew I had to do something a bit more with the editing. And it's at that point that I downloaded DaVinci Resolve, and thought much more about what I was doing when it came to the editing part. Now the recording was all on one audio track, so I apologise now. I had the music down very low, and I'd stick the music on later. The problem I had when I got to the final scene in this one is I needed better control over the music, and that was really the start. Now you'll be able to hear some of the music from the original audio track underneath. I've seen the first 20 minutes of this or something. I haven't watched it all the way through. That would I probably wouldn't stream it if I did that. Anyway, so you can still hear the audio, and I was matching up the music to what I could hear on the audio track. I think when I did the next lot, which was Twisted Blades, I had actually separated it out so that it would record onto audio tracks. But this one, this particular, it was a set of 3. This is them all put together into one. This was really the turning point. And after I did this one, I went back and I re-edited the Dawnguard series, and I split it into 2. So 2 movies came out after this one. If you look on my on the videos on the channel, you'll see there's this one, and then you've got Dawnguard in Darkness and Dawnguard Sunrise, and they are re-edited versions of the Dawnguard series, and they're far better for it. But I wasn't going to do that with embarrassing myself with the very first video, because it wouldn't be the very first video if I did the re-edited version. So this one is let's take off that. Okay, watching it on YouTube again, give myself the view. I obviously I would have to plug in my external hard drive to get the archive version of it. Otherwise, yeah, the videos are. I have them archived on an external hard drive. I think it's 12 terabytes or something. I overdid it. The raw footage is also archived on there. A hoarder, yeah, definitely. Before anyone says anything. So here we go. If the sound levels are no good, let me know. But yeah, this one. So the first part of this, because it was a 3 parts of it, so they are basically 11th, 12th, and 13th stories videos that I did. So we'll see how much is improved and how much the editing has improved by getting different software. I think I was using Corel Video Studio, not Movie Maker, as I said previously. Now, I had used Movie Maker for videos that were on this channel before this channel became Stories from Skyrim. But I think I was using Corel for Dawnguard, and at this one I swapped over to DaVinci Resolve. So let's watch and we shall see how much I improved after doing 10 videos. Right, Lydia, we've only ever been through Windhelm before, so I think that we ought to take the opportunity to look round. What do you reckon? Don't really know it at all. Shall we have a look at some of the sites then? Come on, let's do some exploring. Now, as always, first of all, it's quite obvious that I've got new software because I was playing with the blur transitions there. Now, I was always very proud of that particular transition, the turn going into the turn. But yes, this is the first one with no, I had added music previously to this one. I had somewhere along the line in Dawnguard, I actually had turned down the music in game and was adding the music, but there was quite a faff that I had to do about it, which was one of the reasons for getting DaVinci. Or did I combine the tracks? I don't know now, but I think I was adding music at some point during the Dawnguard series. I started adding the music in after I'd done the recording. Anyway, let's carry with this one. I think my acting's better than it was in the first one. Anyway, I'm actually talking to Lydia, almost like Lydia's person. That also started during Dawnguard, and the reason why we're in Windhelm, story-wise, lore-wise, to give you a bit of the lore. In the final scenes in the Dawnguard series, we'd been sent on a mission because we'd finished the Dawnguard DLC, and we'd gone onto one of the Radiant missions, which was to hunt down a vampire. We had to go to, I think it was Falkreath, and talk to loads of people. And then we hunted down the vampire and killed him. And going up to where we killed him, Lydia says, "Oh, is that a cave?" And Pandora says, "Yes, we've been here before." And Pandora is very concerned about Lydia's state of mind. She might have been through a bit too much and decides they need a holiday in Windhelm, which is why they are sightseeing. Let's carry on. seems a very nice, peaceful city, doesn't it? Oh God. Lydia, I take that back. What on earth is going on? Come on, let's...
Will you spare a few coins to
Come on, let's go and have a look.
One of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army, until I took a sword to the chest.
Lydia, I know I'm being nosy, but you know me. I need to know what's going on. Because you know me and curiosity. I can't help it, it's a flaw.
Hold it there. Keep your distance.
But there's all this blood. What happened?
Another girl killed. This is Susanna from Candlehearth Hall.
Another?
Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her.
But you said another. Does that mean that this has happened before? Is this like a regular thing?
Susanna's the third.
Oh,
It's
God.
always the same. Young girl killed at night, body torn up.
Torn up? Torn up? Oh God, there is an investigation going on, isn't there?
We're stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth.
Nobody's investigating 3 murders. Well, Lydia and I have some experience in investigating. I mean, we found where the kidnapped moth priest was being held, didn't we? And we found the vampire. That was investigating. So, do you need some help?
If you want to help, ask some of these Gawkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
Questioning we can do.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
I'm not saying anything about
just a few
the
seconds.
quality of your guard dutying. Right.
Always sad when someone has to die.
You're not kidding, especially when it wasn't their time, especially when it wasn't natural causes. Did you see what happened here?
Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
Charity.
Someone running away. Okay. Oh my goodness, is this the...
Another one. Terrible.
Yeah, another one. It really is terrible. Now, it would be really helpful, if you could tell me what you saw. Did you see what happened?
I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here.
Oh, goodness. Let's have a look at the body. That is so awful.
Another one. Terrible.
Silda, thank you for your information. Look, just take this.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. The divine smile on a charitable soul. This is a shame.
You're not wrong. Now, it would be really, really helpful to us to get all the information that we possibly can. So if you saw anything, it's absolutely vital. So we can find out who did this. So if you saw something, if you could tell me. So did you see anything?
No, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold.
What?
I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
Okay, so not a mugging. I've done the questioning. I've spoken to all the witnesses.
just like always. Nobody saw anything useful. These bastards escaped again.
We can't have that, can we? There's got to be more to it. There's got to be some more clues somewhere. Look, she's in such a dreadful state. Look, you've got to let us help, okay? I'm sure we have had experience of investigating before, Lydia and I. We really, really would like to help.
Look, friend, if you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. You'll need to talk to your Leaf, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be on official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
You did say you were stretched really thin and you couldn't really investigate this properly. What Lydia and I can do is take some of that burden off you. So we'll speak to the Jarl, okay? We'll help you out. Lydia, come on. We'll go speak to the Jarl and we will find out who did this, okay? Come on.
Pandora is, I think you'll probably agree, is far more empathetic, sorry, not empathic, that's Deanna Troy, empathetic than poor Lily ever was. So, yeah, not doing too badly, certainly in comparison with yesterday's offering. We'll carry on.
I ain't asking for much.
Do we know the Jarl?
Just a
Have we
few
ever spoken
seconds.
to him? I think we've only ever paid fleeting visits here on the way through, you know, when we were going to Solstein. Come on, let's go and introduce ourselves.
Done the alternate start and not met Ulfric before.
We've just come from the town, and we know that there's been some murders.
Terrible shame what happened to those women.
Yes, now Lydia and I, we have got experience of investigating.
These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary. I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well.
Right, Lydia, I know it's not what you're expecting when I suggested that we actually take a break. I also realised that I don't know Windhelm very well, and maybe if I did, I might have chosen somewhere else for us to take a break in. But we're here now. And we do have experience of investigating things. And we've said we've helped. So, what do we do first? We question the witnesses. Where else are we going to get any? Oh, we could examine. We could examine the crime scene. Yeah, I know. I should have thought of that before. Because there could be clues there, couldn't there?
Okay, it's not the best interaction with Lydia in the world, but it's far better than I have been doing before, and I was taking cues off her, so not as bad. And this is quite funny if I remember this correctly.
We've seen Jawleaf. He's quite happy for us to aid in the investigation. We are more than capable detectives. We have a proven track record. We're very good at asking people questions and following blood trails. So I'm sure that we can get to the bottom of this.
All right, then. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgerd's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy. But if she knows anything, it's dead bodies.
Okay. Knows dead bodies. Right. Blood trails we are good at.
We got a nickname for anyone who trifles with us guards here in Windhelm. Suicide.
Right, Lydia, blood trails we're good at. It's how we rescued Dexian after all. Let's follow.
Maybe you've seen masts sticking out of the water to the northeast. That would be the wreck of the Winter War. Fine vessel back in its day.
Okay. Lydia, seeing we're getting tips of sites that we need to go and see. They're very friendly here, aren't they? Well, apart from the murderer. Can you see where the blood trail goes next? Oh, here we go. Oh. It leads right to someone's front door. We just need to find out whose front door. Right, Lydia, I've got the information that we need. We're going to have to go and see Jawleaf again. Because we can't exactly break in, can we? Well, we've got to try all other avenues first, haven't we? I knew they really loved Talos in the city. I don't think I appreciated just how much. No wonder they hate the Imperials.
Yeah, I apologise for that. I was still using the turn on the controllers to turn. I can't remember. I wonder if I was actually wired and using a cable, using a USB link. I think I might have been using a cable, which is why I wasn't turning, but using the controller to turn. Also, I was no, I'd already done a lot of Skyrim VR. I was going to blame it on the PSVR and the controllers on that, but no, I'd already done a lot of that. I have a feeling that I was using a USB link at the time. But yeah, I apologise for the using the controllers to turn. It can be a bit irritating. But yeah, we've had a few completely, totally off the cuff. The bit where the person gives us tells us about the ship. We'll see that later. But as we're looking at following the blood trail. That was a natural reaction there, just absolutely stunned. So yeah, doing a far better job, I think. I hope you agree, anyway, than, than I did with the first one.
Julie, we've been doing some investigating, and our investigations have taken us to a house. I asked around, and it seems to be called Jerim. I need to get in there to continue, because that's where the trail is going at the moment. Can you help?
Frigga Shattershield's old place? It's been abandoned ever since she was killed. I think her mother, Tova, has the key.
An abandoned place? Well, I suppose that would make sense if you're a murderer and you want to hide out somewhere, and it's sort of a bit difficult to hide your activities at home if you've got a family or something like that. Thank you for the information. I'll report back if I've got anything else to tell you.
Divines watch over you.
Thank you, and you.
Held in my arms, dying on foreign soil.
You know what we ought to do? We ought to speak to the woman from the Halls of the Dead. She's had plenty of time now to examine the body. We need to find out if she's found anything that's going to be important or relevant. So that's what we need to be doing next.
Oh, I get her name wrong. Throughout the entirety of this, I get her name wrong.
They're always a bit creepy in here, aren't they? I always expect to have to get the bow out. Could be that we've gone through too many tombs and stuff with things attacking us.
Large diagonal cut from left shoulder.
Helgrid, you've had quite a bit of time now to have a look at the body. Have you noticed anything notable about it? Anything strange or anything that anything that could help in the investigation?
Well, she's dead, but I guess that's not unusual, at least not for somebody in here. I mean, someone who's not me, that is. Sorry, was only joking with you.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so, about the body?
Oh, yes, right, of course. The only unusual thing is the shape of the cuts. They look like they were made with, well, the ancient Nords used these kinds of curved blades when they embalmed their dead. I don't know who in Windhelm would even have something like that. Other than me, of course.
Other than you, of course. You don't have anything to do with this, do you?
I'm too busy tending to the dead to spend my time making more of them.
True.
And I wouldn't very well tell you about the cuts if I had made them, now would I? Now, I really got to get back to the body. A lot of work to prepare her for the grave.
I think I might have upset her. I know it's sad, Lydia. Let's see if we can do the best for her. Okay, because the only thing that we can do now... I mean, Helgrid's doing what she can do now. What we can do is find out who did this to her. Now, come on.
Lydia's very upset about the murder.
Right, Lydia. Locals tell me that this is the house that we want. Hello? Hello? Is anyone home? Hello? Hello? Oh, yes.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
Hello? Oh. Are you okay?
I try not to think of her, but sometimes the simplest thing will remind me.
I've got some questions about your daughter because I'm trying to help. I'm investigating her death. So I've got, if you can help answer some questions.
I'm sorry. She was very dear to me, and it's rather painful to think about. I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me.
I'm actually trying to find out who killed her. You know, the best thing that we can do for her now, the best thing that we can do is find out who did this, and I'm going to need your help.
Well, all right. What exactly do you need to know?
Now, I'm going to have to investigate her house. Okay? I understand that you've got the key.
Yerim? Well, I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
Right, Lydia. Seems it's pronounced Yerim. Good to know. So, let's investigate. Well, the murder.
A lot of the video was quite dark, so it suffers a bit in quality with how I lightened it. So sorry about that. Pandora, as you might have noticed, is an entirely different type of person from Lily. Pandora is actually nice. So there was another bit with the Shattershield woman whose name's escaped me completely again. I only heard it a couple of minutes ago. I'm not good with names, which is why none of the characters are. I'm reasonably proud with how Pandora handled her. Again, again, this was a turning point. It's occurred through Dawnguard, but this was really the turning point with properly role-playing and then editing it into more stories and not playthroughs.
Murderer definitely came in here. Because we've got blood. But Lydia, we've got a lot of blood on the walls here. And a chest. About the size you could put a body, actually, if you folded it up a bit. I hope we're not going to find one. Beware the butcher, the killer who haunts the streets of Windhelm. These calamitous times bring out the worst in people. Don't become the next victim. See Viola Giordano if you spot any suspicious behaviour. The plans are coming together swimmingly. I found good sources of bone, flesh and blood. But thus far, a good sampling of sinew and marrow has escaped me. No matter, the city is swollen with contemptuous fools who will be missed by nobody. Last night was almost able to corner Susanna as she left Candlehearth. Idiot guard showed up at just the wrong moment and I had to turn about, just out for a stroll and so forth. There'll be other chances, but the time is drawing near. I think back to my time in Winterhold. All the wasted minds up in their towers, they only explore the magic they already know. I am discovering new magic here, something deeper than the cantrip shenanigans of fire and light. This flesh magic is older than us, perhaps older than the world itself. I am tugging at the corners of the fabric of the universe, and where it bunches and folds is where I shall create my greatest triumph. One more attempt at the Candlehearth girl. She's proving to be a bit too gorgeous, but those strong joints of hers should contain the most exquisite tendons. Worth the effort. Tonight. Okay, now, that journal is really suspicious and makes it sound like a mage. Let's see if we can find anything else. Huh. Do you know, they've taken all the furniture out this place, but they've left a couple of really nice wardrobes. Oh, wait a minute, there's something dodgy about this back panel. Oh my God. Lydia, we've got a room full of body parts. Yeah, I'm not kidding. What on earth is someone doing here? Oh, goodness me. This looks like some sort of makeshift altar. What on earth are they... Oops. What on earth are they doing? Okay, it's journal. 17 tendons and assorted ligaments. 173 fragments of bone for assemblage. Approximately 4 bucketfuls of blood, Nord preferred. 6 spoons of marrow, no more than 2 from a thigh. 12 yards of flesh before cutting. Star scrying to the edge of the ice mind, look to the lights where the souls dance, revealing the time when a spark will revive, when the rotted unites under most skillful hands. Translation from Oldmer text as interpreted by the Aelids and first transcribed by Altmer, provenance and authority unknown. Soon. Lydia, I don't like the look of what's going on here. We need to find out who's doing this, and quickly. They're up to something. It looks a bit like it involves magic, and therefore I feel, being Winterhold's archmage, that I really need to do something about it if it's one of the alumni. Okay. It looks like we've got more of those flyers that have been put out warning people about, but oh, what's this? Right, Lydia, underneath those flyers there's a very strange amulet. A very strange and creepy amulet. We need to go and talk to some people. Who was that person mentioned on the flyers? Violet, wasn't it? We need to go and talk to her. Actually, Lydia, it's a bit late. We do need to let Jawleaf know about that room full of body parts. So we'll go and do that, and talk to Violet in the morning. Okay.
Finally got a name right. Now, another, as I told you before, with Pandora, I'd already done the Dragonborn DLC. I'd also done the College of Winterhold DLC questline as well. So she was already the Archmage, which at some point during Dawnguard, she had to embarrassingly tell Lydia that she had felt obligated to protect the college because she was actually the Archmage. So yes, she got Viola's name wrong. Gets most people's names wrong, but she did correct herself, which I'm quite impressed with Pandora for doing. So, or me, as the case might actually be.
We all know that.
How long are you going to
This is so important.
You think I need
Lydia,
to send
Lydia.
Holgraph a stronger message?
This is so important. We're going to go and have to wake Jawleaf up.
Shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful state.
Servant said he's through here.
So we're ready to start this warring.
If it's better board you're after, Candlehurst Hall's got both.
Thank you. Yes, we know it. We've got rooms there. Before I go and bother Jawleaf, as you know, as you know, of course, I'm investigating the murders. Now, I have come across the term butcher. Can you tell me anything about this butcher?
Ugh. Have you been talking to Viola Giordano?
Not yet.
She posts those all over the city and someone keeps taking them down.
I think I know where
Ask
they
her
are.
about it, if you want an earful.
I'll do that in the morning. It's a little bit later. It's a little bit late at the moment. I've got another question because I was doing some investigating in Skyrim. Do you know what this strange amulet is? Because it's a bit beyond me.
I've never seen anything like it. I would
Yeah,
take
me
this to
neither.
Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has a good eye for strange trinkets. Might
that's-
even give you a bit of gold for it.
Yeah, no, that's an idea. I might try that. Okay, thanks. I'm going to go and have to wake up Jawleaf. We found a room full of body parts. It's not good. He needs to know. I'll talk to you later, but I think I've got to go and tell him now.
All right then.
Jawleaf. In Skyrim, I got in there and I had a look around. There are a few things. One of them you're going to rush off, so let's start off with, there are lots of flyers, okay? Something about the butcher. I also found in Skyrim this amulet. Right, now, in Skyrim, there is a room full of body parts. You're going to have to send a guard or two to secure it, okay? Okay, it's starting to get light. Okay, let's head over to, is it Viola or Violet? Anyway, let's go over to her house, okay? So we can talk to her when she gets up first thing. Oh, at least someone's cleared up the blood. I mean, we don't want children playing in it. That wouldn't be good, would it? Okay, now I checked and it's Viola, not Violet. Well, close. And it's that house. Okay, so we'll just hang about until morning, I think. Oh. Viola?
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to be up quite so early. That's exactly what I'm looking into. So what can you tell me about the butcher?
I've been following him for months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught.
You're not the only one now. Now, why can't the guards help?
They say they're too busy with the war. I say, what good is winning a war if we're still terrorized by one of our own?
And the rest of the people, don't they care?
Oh, they care, all right. Just none of them thinks to do anything about it. They say I'm just snooping around bothering people. But I'm trying to save lives.
Well, it's not just that, but snooping around, bothering people, that's what detectives do. We snoop around and we bother people. Anyway, I could do with your help, because obviously you know people in Windhelm, and I've only ever passed through here myself before. But, just to reassure you, I am officially working on these murders. Can you help me with this? Because I found this journal in the killer's lair.
Huh? What's it say?
Well, it sounds, unfortunately, like a necromancer has been experimenting.
Woundfirth. There have been rumors swirling about him for years, as long as I can remember. But he's a dangerous man. That's why they call him the Unliving. I wouldn't approach him directly. This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
Lydia, we've got a suspect. She knows everyone in Windhelm. And she reckons it's this Woundforth person. I think that's what she called him. I still want to check up on that amulet first.
It's another name I got wrong.
Okay, this is the place, Calixto's House of Curiosities. Let's see if Calixto is as good as they say. Look, are you Calixto? Because if you are, I need your expertise.
It bothers me that fewer people come to Windhelm these days.
Yeah, I feel a bit guilty about that because I've only ever just passed through. Now, I need your expertise. Okay? It's official business. But do you know anything about this amulet?
Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the Wheelstone. It's an heirloom symbol of the power of Windhelm. Traditionally, it's carried by the court mage. I would be interested in acquiring it, if you're willing to part with it, that is. For a piece like that, I could pay 500 gold.
If this is an heirloom piece for the court mage, shouldn't the court mage have it?
Woundforth? Bah! It's purely ceremonial, and he has no use for it. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the one to give it to him. Gives me the creeps. They say he dabbles in necromancy.
Yeah, I keep hearing that. But at the moment, it's evidence in a criminal investigation, so unfortunately, I'm going to have to hang on to it for a while. We might be able to do business later, though.
Suit yourself. It's only of value to collectors, though. Good luck finding anyone else who will appraise it that highly.
I may be back with that amulet. Okay.
Hello, Angel. I'm not sure how much it is on VR. I mean, it was a couple of years ago. Well, a bit more than a couple of years. 2.5 years ago that I got it. I can have a quick look. 1 second. I think it depends where you look. I mean, obviously it's reasonably cheap for PlayStation, but for modding, you probably want the PC version. I mean, just looking on. I'm not sure. If you're going to be buying it on Steam, it's in pounds sterling. It's about £50. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I paid that much actually, or if I got it on sale. So yeah, so I'm not very helpful on that, am I? I do apologise for that. But yes, it's still the best VR game in my opinion anyway. So we're yeah, I just did a quick Google and I saw CD keys in that, but you'd have to look into that. My version is on Steam. I might have paid full price, which I've also got it on PlayStation, which says a fair amount about the game, I think. So carrying on with this. I was about to say something, but I've completely and totally lost track of what I was about to say. So yeah, sorry, Angel. This isn't the best. Watching this video isn't the best idea of the quality that it is on VR. I mean, it suffers a lot from compression artifacts, especially as some of the interiors are rather dark. So my later videos are a little bit more representative of what it looks like in VR.
All the signs are pointing to the court mage. Actually, all the signs are pointing to someone who's into necromancy. We're sort of just assuming that it's the court mage, aren't we? Anyway, it's not up to us. We're just investigating. All we can do is give Julie what we found so far, and that we do have a suspect. But there might be other necromancers. We need to find out if there are any other necromancers in Windhelm. Now, I suppose I could send to the college and get a list of the alumni and their present whereabouts, but I very seriously doubt it'd be up to date, and not all mages actually went through the college. If we do get stuck, I will do that. Right, Lydia, we need to tell Jawleaf what we have discovered so far. Jawleaf? Jawleaf, I've done a bit of investigating, and it looks like we're dealing with a necromancer. Now, the only necromancer I have heard of in Windhelm is someone called Windhelm.
That's quite an accusation. I assume you have proof?
Well, we've got evidence of necromancy. I mean, that is quite plain. And I also found this amulet, and it's supposed to be the court mage's hereditary amulet thing.
I don't want to believe it. Woundfirth has been a trusted friend to Ulfric for many years. It pains me to see that the Whispers had truth to them.
Whispers?
Woundfirth shall be apprehended. I thank you for your diligence in getting to the bottom of this matter. The streets of Windhelm are now safe.
That's sort of leaping to conclusions a bit. I mean, yeah, I'd bring him in for questioning.
You're coming with me. I'm finally going to arrest the butcher.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure you're going to need that great big hammer?
What is the meaning of this?
You're under the arrest for the murder of Susanna of Candlehearth Hall, and Frigga Shattershield, and all the rest. We are wise to your scheming, you coward.
Oh, that's a bit much.
Has the whole city lost their brains? I've been scrying and auguring to find the murderer myself.
Make your excuses from the bloodworks, wizard. Get him out of my sight.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir, but you'll have to come with me.
This isn't over, your leaf.
Windhelm? Yeah, I hope you don't mind if I question him.
In you go.
Love their automatic doors.
Disrespect the law, and you disrespect me.
Hey, I'm with you, sister. But they seem pretty certain that they got the right person. They wouldn't even let me in to question him. They said my job's done and they didn't need us anymore. So we can carry on looking around. Job well done. Maybe we should think about actually going into investigation as a sort of career. What do you reckon?
Imagine blowing up an entire town. Damn college. Winterhold will never be the same.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. That's before my time. I know, but actually it was before my time.
Down into the Grey Quarter.
Oh, hello, doggy.
You've seen how we live. Cramped alleys, run-down buildings, few guard patrols. Even the name Grey Quarter is an insult.
I'll speak to Ulfric soon, but I make no promises that I can change his mind.
That's all I ask. With your help, we have a chance to make a better life for ourselves here. For that, I thank you.
There's no glory in war. It's just something they tell soldiers so they'll risk their lives.
It's very colourful, isn't it? Why'd they call it the Grey Quarter then, when it's so colourful?
Pandora's rather oblivious to a lot of things.
So I should probably do something about the rats. Mind you, we're quite close to the docks, and that's got boats and rats. We should get some cats. This is very colourful. In fact, up here's a bit more grey.
If you've got some time, stop by my House of Curiosities. I promise you'll see wonders.
Yeah, I might stop round with that amulet.
My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our collection. Such adventures we had.
I know, adventures. So I might be round your shop tomorrow about that amulet, okay? They don't seem to want it.
Food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
A good day's work deserves a good night's rest. Elder, need a room for the night again.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Okay then, Lydia, what shall we do today? Shall we go and see that ship that the guard told us about? You know, said that there's masts poking up from this sea, you know, the sightseeing thing. Should you go and see that? It might be worth a look. Come on then.
Oh yeah, completely oblivious.
Right, it's Lydia. Lydia. It's supposed to be... What is that? Oh god, bloody dragon.
It flew up the valley and I completely didn't see it.
Yeah, they do that. Lillia! 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 Come on, let's get out of here before they suggest that we clear up the mess.
That's a bit of a running joke about littering the
As I was
countryside.
trying to say before we were rudely interrupted by the dragon, this ship is, well, shipwreck. It's supposed to be northeast, which means it's in that direction. So I reckon if we follow this road for a bit, it's probably over there. Might as well.
Running joke about dragon corpses, leaving dragon corpses littering the countryside.
Would you say that's a must? We must come back and have a look at that. But we've got a task for today, haven't we? Need to keep to our itinerary.
They're finally doing the touristy stuff after all. And it's not a mast.
Oh, do you know what, Lydia? I don't think that was a mast. I think that's a tree. But there is a boat there. I think we need to go round. Lydia, we had a good night's sleep last night. It's only now the morning. That was a bit of a shock. Oh. What's that there? That's a barrow again. Must be quite a big one.
Pandora has an aversion to swimming, which is why she's trying to find a dry route round.
You picked a bad time to get lost.
Well, I wasn't actually intending on shooting anyone. Where's Lydia?
As I said before, Pandora is already quite a high-level character.
I hate archers. It's time to die, dog. Come on.
Oh!
Ah!
You hate archers, yet you are one. So therefore, it's some sort of self-loathing.
Mystified again.
Are you friendly or not friendly?
You want a real fight, huh?
Not friendly. Oh. The door was open. It's got pretty dark out. I didn't expect this to be a day trip. Well, we'll see how far we can get back to Windhelm. Do you want to stay here or do you want to go back? Yeah, I don't want to stay here. I mean, it's already a shipwreck. I don't want it to sink. Looks like they cleared away the dragon.
Pandora might not use much magic,
Fear
but as
the
I...
night, because werewolves and vampires don't.
The interesting thoughts.
But she obviously did learn a couple of spells while she was there.
It's not too late. We can have a few drinks in the tavern.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
See, he's got one. Right, you see, Lydia. Maybe it's because I'm Archmage, but I feel a bit of responsibility to wound first, that I ought to actually...
You know about Talos? He founded the Empire.
That I ought to, you know, make sure he's all right, make sure he's got representation. And it was only suspicion, isn't it? That but they're certain they've got the right person. I mean, they can't be wrong, can they? Still, it's definitely a necromancer that did it, and he is the only necromancer in town that we know of. I'm going to have to trust that they know what they're doing, aren't I? Really? Of course they know what they're doing. I mean, I don't. We don't. Not really. Anyway, tomorrow we'll get rid of that amulet. And maybe we'll have a look in that barrow. What do you reckon? Yeah? The room. Elder, can I have the key to the room, please?
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Right then, Lydia. What should we do today? Oh, no, I remember. We're going to have a look at that barrow, aren't we? I mean, you got a fantastic shield from yesterday's trip. And besides which, it's not exactly nice weather, is it? Come on, then.
Acting suffering a bit again.
Well, it stopped snowing. Right, let's go and have an explore. Oh.
Oh, I think I ought to say that there is a reason why she appears to be treating Lydia a bit like a child or someone who is a little bit ill, because as I said at the beginning, the reason why they're in Windhelm to have a holiday in the first place is because Pandora is really rather concerned that Lydia has suffered some effects from going through the Dawnguard DLC with all the traumatic stuff that happened there, because she'd been showing signs that she couldn't remember things, and that's one of the reasons why why Pandora is speaking to her as she is, like come on, and in a positive way. She's trying to in a not very good way, but she's trying to take care of Lydia. So I thought I'd better explain that there is a reason for that she seems to be a bit condescending towards her.
What on earth is this? I've got a bouncy ball of light here. How odd.
Is that one of the old ruins?
Well done, Lydia. You knew we were coming here.
Yeah, just to prove my point.
Oh, look.
I thought they were great, the balls.
I'm thinking there's a trap here. Lydia, I'm thinking there's a trap here because this dead body's sort of giving me a hint. What a peculiar place the barrow turned out to be. I hadn't explored for very long before reaching this elaborate room and gates blocking me from going further into the crypt. I confess it, I'm relieved. This place puts the fear of oblivion into me. There are some carvings in this room. I'll attempt to transcribe them for the college, so I have something to show for this effort. Oh, he's an alumni, okay, or a student. All was so in Atmora, land of truth and our home. Man in his throne, so should he be. Whale in the sea, so should he be. Eagle in the sun sky, so should he be. Snake in the weed, so should he be. Sorrow for the sea ghost took Ingol, prize brother of sail from Atmora's fleet, and none on land nor sky nor sea would ever again be as should be. Fascinatingly, these ancient Nords. I wonder what other secrets are hidden here. Surely there can't be harm in trying to go a little further, and there is a lever here which must open the gate. Okay. Whale, eagle, snake. Okay. Man. Whale. Eagle. Snake. Whale in the sea, snake in the grass, eagle in the sky, what did that do? Yes. Yeah, I know it took a while, Lydia. Sorry about that.
It took an embarrassingly long time to work that one
Claw
out.
means something good. Come on. I hope these little balls aren't dangerous, because they're following us. Be ready, I suspect. We're probably going to run into things.
It's quite like that.
Which bit? Oh, there's a little ball in the fire. That's all right. Oh! Oh my goodness me.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Did we collect that many? I hope they don't turn. They're quite cute though. Snake, wolf, moss. So, Lydia, that's our second historical landmark that we've been to. That's the door we found yesterday. We made it a day trip again. The sun's starting to go down. Come on, Lydia, let's get back to Windhelm. It almost looks lovely with the sky like that, doesn't it? Apart from the murders, how are you liking your holiday so far? Yeah, your shield, you like that, don't you? We haven't really seen the nightlife of Windhelm apart from the tavern. Let's go around and see what else is available.
I ask only for a little charity.
Should we have a look round?
We've got to spend a night on the town.
Ooh! Look, Lydia, another drinking place. Is this a good place to get a drink?
You need anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I am discreet.
Oh, okay. I don't know quite what you mean by that. Standing out here in the dark in front of a pub. So you live here in the Grey Quarter then?
I'm a dark elf and I live in Windhelm, so yes, I live in the Grey Quarter. You must be new around here.
Yes.
Or you'd know they don't let my kind live anywhere outside that slum.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Oh, hello.
How splendid. Another Nord.
I can't help that.
Come slumming to the Grey Quarter, have you?
Oh, I just came in for a drink. This seems quite a popular pub, especially with the Dark Elves.
Things have been a lot worse around here since Ulfric took over.
Oh, why's that?
Well, you see where we have to live. This forgotten alley. All the filth from the upper quarters flows downhill, like they say. Good luck getting one of the guards to help with anything. I tried to get Ulfric to even come down here to see the squalor, but the High Lord of his mightiness couldn't find the time.
Oh, that's not very good. He is a bit preoccupied with this war that he wants to wage. And then of course, there have been these murders.
None of that matters to me. Until someone takes a Dunmer, I'll let Windhelm deal with its own problems.
Okay. So you're not treated very well, which is inexcusable. But there's still quite a lot of you there here. Wouldn't you be better off if you went somewhere else? Where you are treated
Where else
better?
would we be? When the Red Mountain burned, you could scarcely breathe in Morrowind, so we came west. Windhelm was the first city on that road, and here we are. If we had known the Nords would be so unwelcoming, we may have kept walking.
Not all of us like that. I promise you.
If you need another drink, I'll be right here.
Yeah, there are some things about Windhelm that aren't nice. Well, I think it's a lovely day. Right, let's continue with our sightseeing. Churches. It's impressive, isn't it? Shopping! Do you need to get anything at the market, Lydia? Lydia, we should visit our friends. It would be really rude for us to be in Windhelm and not drop in. Quintus, how are you, mate?
I'll never have mastered Aurelian's skill with potions.
How is he, actually? Master Norelian? Master Norelian? Oh dear. He's taken a turn for the worst. Quintus? You alright? Quintus, if Norelian should wake up, could you let him know that we came round? That we wish him all the best? Seeing Master Norelian like that has depressed me a bit. Shall we go after that bounty that we heard about at the Dark Elf pub? What do you reckon? Oh.
Shield down, fight a dragon.
Wait, what's that? Oh no. What's happened here? It's another killing. I thought you were absolutely certain that it was Woundfirth.
Indeed. I thought you captured the Butcher. You said the city was safe now.
I didn't.
How could this have happened?
Hey, I didn't. I said that he was the only I just gave the information. I said that it was definitely the work of a necromancer. It was everyone else who leapt to the conclusion that it had to be Woundfirth because he is the only necromancer that people know about. And you wouldn't let me in to question him. The killer's got to still be out there.
Obviously. We should visit the Bloodworks to talk to Woundfirth.
Oh, you're not
kidding. We need to figure out where the evidence went wrong.
You are not kidding, because I should have spoken to Woundfirth at the beginning, but you wouldn't let me.
We've intercepted couriers.
Pandora's not happy.
The Empire's putting
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you?
We've never met. But there are murders going on in this town. And you seem to be completely oblivious. You are so obsessed with this fight that you've got going with the Empire. Look closer to home. You've also got a load of Dark Elves. Okay, they're refugees. And you don't even bother about them at all. Look close to home on this obsession that you've got with fighting the Empire.
You think I need to send Dawnguard a stronger message?
The southeast.
Will you talk to me now? Winfirth, talk to me. The killer struck again.
Oh, isn't that a shame? And here I am in the Bloodworks. Looks like you aren't such a sharp investigator after all.
Hey, you wouldn't talk to me. Look, I'm sorry, maybe I should have insisted a bit harder that I speak to you. But please, can you help to find the real killer?
What made you think I was to blame in the first place? I've actually been after the killer myself.
Well, all I know is that it was about necromancy. It was all contained in a journal, and we also found this amulet, which is the court mage's amulet. It seemed quite clear.
My what now? I've never kept a journal, I can assure you. What exactly did this amulet look like?
Well, it's got 8 sides. It's made of jade. It's ringed with ebony. It's got a worn carving.
I know it well. Or at least I've heard of it. I would wager that carving once depicted a skull. That is the necromancer's amulet of legend. It appears you were at least half right. There is necromancy at the heart of this.
Calixto was absolutely certain that it was a court mage heirloom.
Yeah. Calixto and his books are often confused about such matters. It happens to the best of us.
Okay, so what can we do now?
I've been noting a pattern to when the killings happen. Now that we know they're tied into some sort of necromantic ritual, I think I know when the next might occur. Let's see. From a Lordus of Last Seed until a Midas of Hearthfire, it will happen soon. Very soon. Keep watch in the Stone Quarter tomorrow night. That's almost certainly where the killer will strike next.
You would have noticed that there are bits where I'd cut in Woundfirth's bit. It's one of the bugs, and I couldn't get a conversation going with him that I didn't black out with a black screen when it came to my dialogue time. So I had to find a bit that I could splice in. Otherwise, it had just been a black screen. The same sort of thing happened with the Gelabor in the Dawnguard. It also happened in Lily when she did that part as well, actually. So I think that was only on one of the things, and I got round that. But yeah, it was spliced in because of the black screen that you sometimes get. Anyway, Pandora's on a mission.
Wolf won't give us a straight answer.
He's a trooper.
And she's not happy.
What a waste. Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them Greyskins know what I think of them. We ought to dig a big hole, throw all them dark elves and Argonians in it, and let them tear each other to pieces.
I don't like your attitude.
Don't like it? Too bad. This is our city. Ours! Don't think I can take you? 100 septims say I can punch you back where you came from.
You've just lost 100 septims.
All right. Fists only. None of that magic stuff either. Let's go. Come on. Let's see what you're...
Fight! Fight!
That wasn't a fair swing.
It was a completely fair swing. You've lost. Give me your money, and I will give it to help the Dark Elves.
Yeah, here.
Spotted something. Elder? Oh, goodness. We were too late, Lydia. We were too late. But we got him. It's Calixto.
Damn shame.
That explains why he gave us the wrong information about the amulet.
Just a few more hours and I can crawl under some furs.
I'm gonna have a look in his house. Why would he be doing that? I thought he lived with his sister. I better tell her. Sure enough, my sweet Lucilla, you will be with me again. Normally, when such words are written, it is because the love left behind is soon to depart. But in my case, I hope to soon bring your spirit back into my world, for it was you who loved this world so much, not I. I continue to collect your new form from the ragged bits around Windhelm. If they only knew what destiny would soon grace their bodies, with your spirit imbuing them with higher purpose, they would surely thank me for the great gift I give them. I reserve for them a place of beauty alongside your heart. The day draws near, soon I will hold you, and I will show you this, and it will be as delivering a long-forgotten letter to a weary traveller. Love always, Calixto. Well, that's it, Lydia. Come on, let's get Windhelm out. Right, Jawleaf, you've got to wake up. Jawleaf.
You're that one from the college.
Jawleaf,
What about you?
you need to wake up. Okay, trivial matters first, because you're going to rush off when I tell you the next one. First of all, we did that dragon bounty for you. Secondly, I did tell you to let me question Windhelm. As it turns out, 2 more women were murdered. One of them was Elder. I got there too late to save her. The killer was Calixto. He was the real killer, not Windhelm.
I'm glad you were able to correct your mistake. I'll release Windhelm immediately. You've done the city a mighty service, friend.
I can't believe he just said that. Come on, Lydia. Windhelm, I'm so glad they finally let you out.
Strength and steel are well and good, but magic is the true power in this world.
Okay. I prefer my bow. Right, Lydia, I have had enough of this place. I'm not staying here a second longer. It's all full of death and dying and people being awful to other people. We have got all of Skyrim to choose from. Let's go and explore. Okay, and there we go. That's Windhelm Detectives, which was, as I said, it was the turning point where the stories were really born. I mean, they were born part the way through the previous 10 videos, which were Dawnguard. Where developing Pandora as an actual character, and where they started to turn to be more story-based videos than gameplay videos. But it was this particular one, and this movie version is the compilation of the 3 episodes that there were. That was where it really turned round to making stories. It was during this one where I got to that end scene where Pandora has completely had enough of Windhelm, and where you've got the beginning of the Dovahkiin with the drums and the chanting, and then you've got the culmination on the bridge where her and Lydia go off into Skyrim because they've got all of Skyrim to explore. that particular scene was because it needed so much control on the volume of the piece of music that I'd slapped over it.
That was when I downloaded DaVinci Resolve. I think I only had it just over a month before I actually paid for the upgrade to Studio, to be perfectly honest. And once I got that, then I had so many more opportunities for editing that I hadn't released the 3 episodes when I got to the end of the 3rd one, but I re-edited all of them. And I'm not quite sure whether during the Blades I actually turned the game music right down so it didn't come over on the audio track. And I think from Blades I was then recording the microphone separately, so that when I did have issues where for whatever reason I ended up speaking over the NPC, I could correct it. So yeah, my whole philosophy, I suppose, on editing these videos, it really turned around on this one, because there was so much story with it, and Pandora was showing much more character with that because Pandora was a Nord, and yet she was completely oblivious to how the Dunmer and the Argonians were treated in Windhelm. Just completely oblivious to that, and she was actually initially sad and then outraged. And ended up, although Windhelm being, the most ancient city in Skyrim, she ended up turning her back on it entirely. So yeah, with that very much developed Pandora's character. So I do hope you enjoyed watching that. Obviously the the quality of the videos visually and hopefully in the audio as well have improved greatly. I mean, it has been 2 years, and I hope that my editing skills and my storytelling skills and my role-playing skills, I say role-playing rather than acting now. I mean, some of that there was bits of acting going on there. I hope they've improved quite a bit with the practice as well. But I definitely was not as embarrassed with that one as I was with the first one. So I do hope you enjoyed that, and the latest episode of Indefinite Article, that's part 12. It was a little bit late, but I did release that today, so that's there for you to have a watch if you want to see that what the quality of the videos is more like nowadays. So with that, I think I've kept you long enough. That's nearly 2 hours. So I shall say, enjoy, please, make sure that you enjoy the rest. Have a fantastic rest of your day, however much of your day you have left. And I will say